Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by Rockauto.com. All the parts your car will ever need. Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. Custom Auto Sound, the originator of classic car OEM fit radios since 1977. And by Oil Undercoating, the official oil-based rust prevention system.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Our friends at McNasty Customz are famous for making truck conversions like this. This will take your old diesel and make it look like a much newer one. So the facelift business is big for you guys. But Andrew, you're also in the UTV business, and that's a big one as well. Why do folks want to upgrade a UTV the second they buy it?
Well, the UTVs are a ton of fun, but they come basically stripped, and there's so many options to any different. You can do anything to this machine. You can make it faster, slower, raise it up, put a gear reduction, lift it. I mean, and obviously protect it. So the main thing we sell is our front guards. Our guards are very important. The firewall front section of the razors, the Kawasaki is the only one that comes in steel. Every other brand is plastic. So when you're driving down the trail, anything can protrude through. There have been deaths. There's a lot of people that have been seriously injured. I mean, we have pictures on our Facebook and so on that you can see where the limbs have come through. So we designed up these guards that go on the front, and you bolt them on the front firewall of the guard, and it keeps anything from poking through. And we have different ways of upgrading them to make them even stronger. And we actually have bulletproof plates that we bolt on them.
124 grain hollow points. I have a suppressed MP5 this time. Full auto.
And on one of our videos in that, we shoot it with a 40, and it doesn't penetrate. So this is the ultimate in protection if you want safety first.
You're talking function when it comes to safety. How important is form and looks in what you do? Because you're an artist.
Well, I design them up to look as good as they're going to perform. Because honestly, most of the time, they're not going to get used until that one time they do get used. So you want them to look good the entire time. So I design mine with a bunch of holes in it along the sides, mud drain holes and so on. And mine are the only fully frame mounted. And that's crucial, because all the other kind of guards that you can buy, there are a few options, they mount directly to the plastic floor. So what protection are you going to get when the guard is, it'll give you some protection, but it's like the bumper on a truck. You don't bolt it to the plastic grill. You bolt it directly to the steel frame. So that's why we design these up. They want them to look good the entire time. We want them to be firmly mounted onto the machine, but we want them to protect you so you don't have any issues down the line.
And how long have you been at this? What inspired you to start making safety devices like this?
Like you said earlier, I'm an artist. I just like the way things look. I like to add color, and that's mostly what this does too. I like to add color and look to something that is just dull. So I originally came in and I liked circles and all my stuff because it's structural. It's structural, it looks good. If you do it in the right, it's artwork. So I basically, you know what I'm saying? I basically design these up so they look good on a machine, but they function.
Let's walk from front to back here on the Polaris now. You talked about the firewall guards, and what's it like to install those?
Very simple to install, and I also made them in 4 ways to install, so nobody else has that. I have the only set of guards that you can fully mount to the frame. You can put them on with zip screws that we give you. We can give you nut certs to install them. You can put them on with zip ties. Or you can do what some factory Polaris did in frames and drill the holes and actually tap the holes and bolt them on. So there are multiple ways. And if you don't, like I said with the stainless steel straps, if you don't want to drill any holes in your frame, you can simply strap them on, and you can put them on in probably 10 minutes.
That's at the front of the vehicle, but you also have a match set here that goes on the rest of the vehicle. What else did you make?
Absolutely. These are the rear guards that would match the fronts. This is the exhaust cover that would get rid of that stinged exhaust. And these are the tub guards that protect your tubs.
And I really like this. You showed me this earlier. It's a very clever idea. Tell me what's going on.
Those are my little swampies. So on the bottom of your machine, you have your floor plug where all the water comes in and out of the machine. We eliminate that. So you don't have to put your hand in the mud, the stinky water, the cold in the winter. You simply bolt those on, and it will allow water to drain completely out of the floor without having to do anything to do with the plugs.
And everybody always loses the plugs anyway.
And the plugs are always missing.
I got it. Some great ideas here. Great inventions that are going to keep you safe and have you looking good on the trails. Check them out at McNasty Customz with a Z.com. We'll be right back with more Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings in just a few.
There are about 327 million people in the United States, and 67% of them have driver's licenses. Which state has the most licensed drivers per capita? We can tell you it's not New York. Only 59% of New Yorkers drive. At 88%, Vermont has the most licensed drivers per capita.